All praise and glory goes to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All praises and glory goes to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the men of GMS who roll well. Peace and salutations to the whole elect. Back on the set. Back at you with another video. This is Brother Boss coming at you with another live lesson. So yeah, how art thou fallen? Who? Esau, okay, the so-called white man, okay. This is what the main prophecy that's in the Bible, talking about the so-called white man falling out of power, okay. And we at the beginning stages of the so-called white man being drug out of power, okay. And Jacob is the beginning of the one that follows, okay. And we have to keep our 10 toes down like we discussed on multiple occasions. Keep our studies and our research is getting to them, okay? Keep these videos and keep these epistles going up every day. Keep cracking open these scriptures. Every day we're marching around Jericho, okay? Until this man just completely falls out of power. And when he falls out of power, the nation, oh my God, the so-called man fell out of power, okay? And Jake took over. Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans and Indians, are they in power now? That's a shocker, okay? That's a shock and awe effect, okay? Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So that's it. Jacob is the end of the world. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the one that followeth. So what we have to do is keep our 10 toes down, keep doing our research and studies, because this country, we already discussed it. This is ready for the mark of the beast. Okay, they're ready to trip the world now, brothers. They're ready, okay? They're getting all things are ready. What we have to do is stay strong. Isaiah 14, verse 1. For Yahweh will yet have mercy on Jacob, and he will yet choose Israel, and strangers shall be joined unto them, and they shall cleave unto the house of Jacob. Who's the strangers? The Israelite foreigners, okay, that look like the other nations, but their descent goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, okay, mainly Jacob. Verse 2, and the people shall be taken down and bring them into their own places, and the house of Israel will possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, who captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors, okay? So when the people are going to see us, we have an Esau's ass on a spigot, okay? We're going to be ruling this devil, okay? Bashing his head over with a rod of iron, okay? We're going to be ruling this devil. People are going to say, oh my gosh, the Israelites, Negroes, Latinos, and American Indians, oh my goodness. They got the so-called white man under subjection like that. That's what they're going to say. They're going to say, oh my God, they got the white man's not in power anymore. I can't believe this. The Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of have afflicted him, and made no count of his labors. When they see him, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and amazement at the strangeness of his salvation, for far beyond all that they look for. Okay, so that's what that's going into. Okay. They're gonna say, "Oh my God, the so-called white man he's not in rulership anymore." Okay, he's not in rulership anymore. I can't believe this so-called white man fell out of power. Oh my goodness, how art thou fallen? Okay, let's get it. I can't believe it. That's how the nations are going to look at the so-called white man. They're going to be like, wow, is this the man that caused nations to tremble? The book of, let's come over here. Okay, one moment. The book of Ezekiel chapter 36, verse 3. Thou prophesy and say, thus said Yahweh, behold, they have said, because they have made you desolate and swallow you up on every side, that ye may be possessions unto the residue of the heathen, and ye are taken up in the lips of the talkers, and are in infamy of the people. Verse 2, going up to verse 2. Thus say Yahweh Power, because the enemy have said against you, aha, even the ancient places are our possessions. So see that? That's a so-called white man, okay? He said, aha, the ancient are our possession. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 32, verse 7. And when I will put thee out, I will cover the heavens and make stars thereof dark. I will cover the sun with a cloud, and the moon will not give her light. Thermonuclear destruction, okay? Nukes being detonated over this man, destroying his kingdom, being brought to the king of terror. And the bright lights of heaven will make dark over thee, and set darkness upon thou's land, say Power. I will also vex the heart of many people when I bring destruction among the nations unto the countries which I have that thou know. Verse 10, yea, I will make many people amazed at thee. Their king shall be utterly afraid for thee when I brandish my sword before them, and they shall tremble every moment, every man for his own life in the day of thy falls. They're going to be like, wow, I can't believe it. The so-called white man's destroyed, okay? They're going to be fear. They're going to be cringing with fear. They're going to be cringing with fear when they see the so-called white man gets brought out of power. Okay, one moment. Let's go to turn to the book of Joshua. If you just got on. The book of Joshua, chapter 2, verse 9. And she said unto the men, I know Yahweh has given you the land, that your terror has fallen upon us, and that all the inhabitants of the land faint because of you. Okay, so all the land, okay, they're gonna be faint because of the Israelites. Okay, bringing this man out of power, making them desolate. Verse back to the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 3. And it shall come to pass in that day that Yahweh will give ye rest from those sorrows, and from thou fear, and from those hard bondage wherein thou art made to serve, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how has the oppressor ceased? The golden city is ceased. Okay, America. Okay, wow, I can't believe America got hit with nukes. I can't believe America got hit with nukes. Now it's just no more. Wow, that's what the other nations are going to say, because they're going to see it on their phones. It's going to be televised. The wicked have broken the staff of the Yahweh have broken the staff of the wicked, and the scepter of rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with continuous strokes, he that ruled over the nations in anger and persecuted and none hindrance. Okay, that's a so-called white man. Wherever the so-called white man went, he just put holy hell on the nations, okay, killing them, slaughtering wherever he went, okay, colonizing them, okay, the British Empire, the American Empire. They just whenever they went, they were just trying to buckshot over the people, okay, and no end of continuous blows. He who smote the people in wrath with and with continuous strokes, he that ruled the nations in anger, persecuted and none hindrance. The whole world, the whole earth is at rest. It is quiet. They break forth into singing. Okay, everybody's gonna be happy. They say, "Oh, we." They're gonna wipe the sweat off their brow. Oh, we thank God, thank Yahweh. I was shy that he got the so-called white man out of power. Ooh, that was a terrible rulership, okay? That was a horrible rulership that we had to endure. Yea, the fir trees, verse 8, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feather come against us. Nature is going to be repair itself, okay? They're going to say, since thou art fallen from heaven, okay, no axe has come to lay us down. Hell beneath thee is moved for thee to meet thee at thou's coming. It stirs up the dead for thee, even all of the chief ones of the earth. It raises up from their throne all the kings of the nations. All they shall speak and say, unto thee? Art thou become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Okay, all the third world countries are going to say, oh, we are, is America a third world country? Okay, dang, I didn't know that you guys became weak like us, a third world country. We thought you was the first world nation. Thou prop is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. And I'll leave you with this. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? Okay, the international bankers, the so-called Illuminati, okay, which the Illuminati and Freemasonry, they deal with heavy demonology, okay, on the left-hand side, heavy into demonic worship, demonology, Satanism, the son of the morning. How are they? How are they cut down to the ground, which weakens the nations? And on that note, hopefully you was edified. Shalom.